All right, good evening, guys. We are on track to do our next batch of sauces. This one's going to be purees and a couple of chutneys. So I've got a total of 6 for this next grouping that'll be in your food bag. So why don't we get the ball rolling, and let's start with our first one. The first one's going to be a red bell pepper coulis, and that's kind of just a fancy word of saying puree. So in this case, we got some red bell peppers. We have about 2 that have been cored and then roughly chopped. We got maybe 3 cloves of garlic. We've got 1 pretty good sized shallot that we just randomly sliced up. And then we also have some extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper, and a little bit of chicken stock. So what we're going to do here is get some olive oil into the saucepan. Now the olive oil can certainly be part of the dish, so we don't want to be too stingy on that. And we're going to add the shallots and the garlic right away and start sweating those down. We want to get those softened up a little bit before we add the bell peppers. Right? The smell is going to be fantastic, and of course we want to soften these up, render off as much flavor as possible to get the ball rolling. Okay, so we can add a little bit of salt right now and some pepper to kind of extrude some of the liquid that's in the shallots and the garlic. I'm pretty sure you guys have plenty of salt and pepper left over, I would imagine, for the last couple of bags. So this particular dish is going to go with a potato crusted halibut, and you'll either get some halibut in your bag, or like last time you get some cod or some other whitefish for sure. And we're going to walk you through that process as well. So those are softened up. Let that go for maybe a minute or so. You can see we're on relatively high heat from the video, and they've definitely softened up a little bit. Now we're going to add our red bell pepper. Get that going. You can also season that a little bit. Build some flavor. Now we're not necessarily looking for any color on here. So now we're going to add some of our chicken stock. How much? Well, we want to start by adding enough to basically cover the bell peppers. So in this case, we're going to put in probably a couple of cups. So roughly 2 cups of stock. We'll let that come up to a boil, and then we'll give that a cover and let that go for approximately maybe 10-15 minutes at the most. We want to make sure that the bell peppers have softened up, certainly enough that we can puree them into a nice smooth consistency. All right, so when we come back, I'll show you how we put the potato crusted halibut together and actually end up finishing the sauce. All right, see you in a second.